Once again, welcome to another episode of Alpha Solution, Other Modern Business 101. But today, I wanted to talk about something different than business. I want to talk about the coronavirus. It's coming, and honestly, we're not prepared for it. We were not prepared for it. I mean, we were not thinking it's going to be this serious and it's going to come to the Gambia. So if you're a Gambian out there and you're watching this video, I just wanted to help you, to be able to understand how you can survive during this period of time. Because once the coronavirus comes into Gambia and then it starts, spreading fast, people are going to be panicked. People will know what to do. So I just want to help you guys know how to survive and what you're supposed to do to prepare for what's coming. So please stay tuned. So first of all, education. Make a research. Learn about coronavirus. Learn about its trends, how it spreads. Learn about the countries it's already affected, and study them. Study what's happening, how they're going about their daily business. And it is really bad that a lot of people are listening to rumors here and there and there and there. No, don't listen to rumors. Research about it. The better you know about the coronavirus, the more you can be able to save yourself and your family and save yourself from getting infected. So please do some research about it. So the second thing you need to have in mind is you need to stock up on food. And I see people stocking up on different types of food, but they don't understand this. We don't know how long this coronavirus is gonna take once it comes in. I'm estimating 2 months. So if you're gonna buy food, you have to buy food that doesn't get spoiled easily. So I recommend you buy canned food. Buy food like sardine, like corned beef, buy noodles, buy a lot of noodles, buy a lot of rice, buy things that don't easily get spoiled. Because if you're going to stock up on food and then you go and buy chicken, you go and buy chicken, don't buy chicken. You can buy it for a couple of days because we don't know if the coronavirus spreads, okay, and people don't go to work. Who's going to provide electricity? There's not going to be any electricity. So you need actual food that can last. And the canned food, they last. You can have Quaker oats, you can have milk, you can have all these things. I'll actually put down a list of the things you're supposed to buy on my Facebook page. So just make sure you buy canned food, more of canned food, and food doesn't get spoiled than food that gets spoiled. So that's number one. The second thing you need to the third thing you have to take care of is the water source. You need a lot of water. If you have jelly cans, go and put water in it. You need as much water in storage as possible. Use use everything you have in your house, man. Use your buckets, use your bottles, use everything. Put as much water in storage as possible. You don't know how important this is. Because if there's no light, that means that there's not going to be any water. And if there's no water, a human being cannot survive without water. And even if you don't have water, you must have a water source. Those with pumps in their house, if there's no electricity, there's not going to be any pump. So make sure that you have as much water installed as possible, or you know the nearest well to go to, a water source, a well, or somewhere you can go to fetch water. It's very important for you to do that. So another thing you will also need is a power source. Go and buy a touchlight, buy candles. And don't only buy a touchlight and buy 2 batteries there. You have to buy as much batteries as you can get, rechargeable lights. I don't mean anything you cannot plug into, just buy batteries, because you cannot use rechargeables anymore. Because if there's no light, then you can only rely on candles. So buy as much candles as you have to buy, and buy touchlight and buy batteries. So you need a light source. So it's very important you get those things. So another thing you need is physical cash. I know you have money. Some people have money in the bank, some people have money anywhere. But if there's a problem and then people are not going to work, then that means that the banks are closed. You can be a millionaire, you can have hundreds and thousands in the bank, but if you don't have physical cash, then you have a problem. So try to get as much physical cash as you can and then keep it somewhere that is safe. So because you have to understand that you're going to need it. Your life is going to depend on that cash. So make sure that you keep the cash and then you don't touch it. Okay. Another thing you need is sanitizing material. They said you need bleach, Dettol, and water. Make sure you have as much as this in your house. I know I talked about water early on. but try to get as much bleach and as much Dettol and as much sanitizing material that you can find around you, and keep it in your house, because you never know. You might have to disinfect something, or you might have to disinfect someone. Every day it has to be a routine that you have to go and wipe everywhere, just to make sure that you're safe and your family are safe. So the only way to save them is to have this sanitary material in stock. So another thing that you'll have to do is you're gonna have to learn how to ration. I mean, rationing means the amount of food you're gonna eat for a particular day. You're gonna ration all your food for like 2 months. Okay, put your food down. Today, this is what we're gonna eat for breakfast. This is what we're gonna eat for lunch. This is what we're gonna eat for dinner. So because by rationing, you'll be able to survive that long. But if you're not rationing on your food, having the stock of food won't save you, because you're just gonna be eating without calculating how much you're eating at that time. You know, because you have to be sitting at home the whole day. You're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything. So you have to ration yourself to understand that this is the limit of how much I'm going to eat today. This is the limit of how much I'm going to eat this hour, so that you and your family can be safe and not suffer from, you know, hunger and starvation, because you're not able to control yourself and control. You have to plan your daily schedule, because you're going to be sitting at home. You're not going to be walking. So you, instead of being bored, you know, schedule your day. You know, from 8 to 9, let me cook. From 9 to 10, let me clean. From 10 to 11, let me read my books. You know, take as much materials as you can and put it in your house, so you won't be getting bored. Because if you start getting bored, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go outside. But outside is a place where you're not supposed to go. You know, so just make sure that you have your daily schedule, you have your daily routine, to make sure that you keep yourself engaged, that you're not going outside and you're not bored, because it's going to be a long period sitting in one place for a long time. So make sure you put some exercise in there, you know, shake your body a little bit, make sure you do some little bit of jogging, running. You know, if you can, just learn a little bit about workout, you know, routines that people do, you know, just to keep yourself busy, you know, during this period. Cool? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are safe. I hope your families are safe. And I just wanted to put the video out there just to help people. I know I'm even having a problem right now, because I don't have enough money to be able to stop. I know everybody is scared, because it's going to be a very big problem, you know. But I mean, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that the virus does not come into the country and it does not destroy our lives, because definitely if it comes, there's going to be a lot of problems, and a lot of people are going to die, either from hunger, starvation, or from the virus itself. So let's pray for Gambia, and let's pray for the world, that God helps us stop this coronavirus. But I'll be taking out videos. This is just part 1. This is surviving through 1 week or 2 weeks. But after 2 weeks, the survival tactics are going to change, because there's going to be a lot of rioting, there's going to be a lot of looting, and there's a lot of people are going to be hungry. That's what's going to drive them out. So the 3rd and 4th week will mostly be about securing yourself and your family. And make sure that you understand that you have neighbors. When you're cooking, please don't cook it to a sense that is smelling out of everywhere. Everybody knows that you have food in your house, because when the 3rd to 4th week comes, it's gonna be serious. So let's pray, and then I'll bring out another video. Thank you very much for watching.